At some sort of celestial intersection, leveling all playing fields, lo and behold, hailing from the darkest parts of Brooklyn, crawling out of the most primordial ooze, this primordial man is the one and only freak of nature, Frank Beasley. This is the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. I'd like to introduce the host with the most, the man with the big balls, Frank Freak of Nature.
What the freaking hell is going on? What? We'll get it now. I'd like to welcome you guys to another fantastic episode of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. Are you tired of being way too cool for school, stronger than Batman, and lighter than unobtainium? Well, here in the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power, we introduce you to all kinds of things you may have never thought of, like, well, using vernacular, using your mind, and using the ability to exploit computer graphics in a number of ways by making them scroll up or down. Oh, it's the future. Look at that. Now, today in this episode number 4004 of the HMHHOP, the HMH-HOP. It sounds like a bad German word. But as we diddle-daddle, oh, we're not getting any function key work. Wow. Well, that's an expletive. This is for you guys. Now, all the music that you will hear and see in this episode, oh, look at the one run-through, has been produced by a bunch of us in a small studio in Brooklyn, Burbank, or the bush of Florida, or various other places where they allow us to park equipment, patch into large power grids, and, well, utilize way too many electrons and bits of binary code to produce all kinds of things. One thing we discovered today is a playlist editor. I'm very excited about that. So we can just jump right into one of my favorite things, and I believe that is... All right, I'd like to welcome Mr. Carlos Alvarado. He is always our diplomatic guitar-playing wizard. He is the most, well, melodically inclined entity that I've ever come across. And, well, as somebody who finds new ways to conclude and include other players, just listen to the man, the myth, the legend, Carlos Alvarado. Now, I haven't even really prepped the show for today, but there is a number of new songs we're going to be getting into. There's a number of new things we're going to be talking about, and I think if any military law, government, medicine, popular culture, modern entertainment, modern medicine, or, well, bad science come into par, please leave in the comments in the section where you leave your riffraff. Leave it in the bottom. Oh, that's going to be a lot better. Well, I am, as the universe put it, freak of nature, Frank Beasley. And today we'll be shredding our way into the future, looking for ways for the mind, body, and soul to connect with things. And as our theme song rolls here in just a moment, we're going to let Carlos here just wrangle you guys one bit at a time. He is the almighty do-gooder. He is the hostess's melodic master with the mostest. And I was actually, we were talking about characters from the past. What are some of the things that you found yourself being viced by? A dear buddy of mine was doing an important role in a very well-known publication, and I don't even know how this entity... Hang on, let's get a little bit of that. Oh. He's also a guitar player and should be playing in one of our projects, but he's too busy trying to save the world one frequency at a time. I, like you, look for all of the awesome things that allow us to do all of the awesome things that allow us to be part of, well, something good for the planet. We've got enough stuff going on. Let's see. Oh, yes, public availability. I'd like to give a shout-out out there to anybody that is picking this up off of the server or off of a couple of the hidden hosts. The purpose of this show is to really just bring attention to the awesomeness that is, well, the continent that we are on, that you are on. Anywhere on Earth, there you are. My mother always says, make a nest As long as you have a nest, you'll be super comfy. You'll be able to, well, hang with the best of them because you'll be well rested, well read, well versed, and prepared for the tasks at hand. To Schoology. Let's see if we can make this a little bit more excessive. There you go. That is the land of confusion. Let's see if we can drop 1313 into that. Why isn't it even there? It should be there. There is no background. Ah, I see, said the blind man. Where is copy, paste, paste? Where is the magic of the copy? Control C. Control C. And move that down. Oh, I see ya. Oh, I like it. So there's you. And let's see if we got you. Oh, I got you, babe. I got you to hold my hand. I kind of like it clean. Well, anyway, this is, as you can see at the top there, in the myriad of mired graphical intent. Someday I'll get this organized, but in the interim, we're going to get this wound up by, well, talking about heavy metal music. Talking about the good elements of things that you like to encounter on a daily basis. Like when you're on the L train hanging out, there's some really awesome dancing happening. There's some really ridiculous nuances. Getting in. We are not getting anywhere. We're getting nowhere fast. Oh, there it is. Let's see if it... Well, that's not doing too bad. We should keep the feed out. Hey. Now, the resonance and the warmth comes from deep within. Mikey Dooling from the legendary band Channel Zero, Snot. I guess Mothra, he's helped out the boys in One Side Zero a number of times, and I mean countless other bands. Soulfly was where we got to know he and Roy Mayorga. Big shout out to Stone Sour. Any of Roy's epic synthesizer and analog. Ooh, tossy magic. That's where this kind of stuff comes from. I mean, it's when you think about things like this, they would never have occurred without, oh God, I'm literally an idiot. Oh! Escape! Where's the monarch? Brock's killing us all! No! We did this twice in a row. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't lead a horse to drink. Shoot, man, we're blasting it in, we're blasting it out. This is yet another spaceship ride. Another shuttle bus to hell. Another what the hell is going on here? And is it possible that I can get... Yeah, these are all absolutely inspired by guys like Roy and Mikey. So funny, this especially, this... To be able to figure out how to get a multi-track device to do anything along these lines is, well, darn near impossible. Oh, stop! Don't click in space and time that doesn't exist. Yeah. Oh, look at the graphics. They're so pretty. Insert, artist, insert. Airbrain Steve. You know, I'm just going to host what I can. What is it? Is it all QWERTY here? There it is. Boom. Boom, boom. You gotta love the power of the QWERTY keyboard. If you don't love the QWERTY keyboard, the key to a QWERTY keyboard will love you. Wow, those graphics just got squashed into oblivion. I don't think there's ever going to be a better place for the computer-generated CGI graphics that are, thank you, by none other than the Milk Drop Studios. Milk Drop used to make, well, the Winamp player, the most used and widely appreciated and respected platform. If you're a Linux user like most of us out there, I do PC implementation for the OBS just because, come on, guys, let's all be honest here. It's user error. At no point isn't it user error. But as POTUS hurdles us into the future and our country is more divided than ever, and I watch entities like Joe Rogan contrasting Adam Carolla just to see if we all have a clue as to what's going on. There is far too much information. There is so much information. I was once known as the TMI guy. I plain give up. At this point, oh, the lows. The host. Let's see what we got here. See if we can activate some CW strikes. R or W, it's really a matter of opinion at this point. It's whoever's legal team is the most, astute, educated, and well-educated. We're gonna see if you guys can hold on for one more day. I'm really geeking out on the tunnel of love here. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more pleasing to the mind, body, and soul. Oh man. So, we're talking about POTUS. We're talking about the division in the country. We're talking about Adam Carolla and, well, Uncle Joe Rogan. Really kind of polarizing the two areas of, fake it till you make it and work your butt off. Get that out of here. It is nearly impossible to, be a dishonest entity at this point, unless you're just really good at some of the, major, psychopath things. It's just a sin that a lot of times people are good actors, and acting doesn't seem to be a bad thing. If you pull the wool over my eyes because you're a good actor, shame on me. I mean, really, yeah, but it's horrifying to think that in this tunnel of love here, without our man, the Los out there, shredding every day, training, teaching people, showing children what's up, giving them the trickle-down theory at its best, it makes me really wonder if there's ever going to be a world without just 64 layers of, cognitive research that has to happen to develop one point. I mean, there is so much bullcaca. And that really kind of is going to become the basis of this episode of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. This is Frank, Freak of Nature, and I'm going to jump into a file, and what we're going to do is I think we're going to go from up to down, up to down, counterclockwise, clockwise, UV logo. I've always had long hair since December of 97 or 6, and it was not cool to have long hair then. You'd have dudes with glam mullets holding court with you at gas stations trying to figure out your sexual orientation. They would have a cooler haircut than you did. Technically, we were all just trying to be cave people or acknowledge that it's not necessary to spend $150 a week on a hairdo. It's excessive, guys. I mean, to each his own, whatever your preferences are, enjoy yourself. But it is really sad to think that music is kind of fading into a cavity, a cacophony of total chaos, just an infinite cavity of 3 to 30 second long blips. I do not possess an attention span. Like, I am a herd of goldfists. Hey, are you ready for the goldfish, mister? Yes, I'm not. Now, it really comes down to working off the list and trying to find, rites of passage. Ways into your mind. Ways into your mind.
Hey, have you guys heard from Jesus? It's very important that Jesus comes around today.
Your favorite white boy hipster from Williamsburg. I just came off the M train. I had to get down off the Tacoma because the Knickerbocker stop was just all screwed up, man. It was just totally transformation. I had to walk all the way. I had to take an Uber one stop. It was ridiculous.
Well, that's fantastic that you made it okay. Is it feasible that you could, hey mate, is it feasible you brought the shit, all looking to get blazed. You got some, it's time for our favorite heavy metal song. Is it possible that you could give me March 4th Winter Legion? Oh, yeah.
You got it there, Superman. That was Jesus. He always brings the best meditative cycles. Allegedly, he knows how to levitate. And, well, we're just going to leave it at that. This is March 4th Winter Legion from an old band, Proto-Slave. Let's see your copyright algorithm strike this. This is intended to irritate you. This is original music from one of my old bands. Yes, we're doing that. The entire show is comprised of music that I have made in studios with equipment that I have bought, repaired, or been given by awesome people. Now, the few hearts that I've stolen in my time, well, they're mine. You get them back in due time. And if you've already gotten them back, wasn't that a nice, lovely thing? March 4th, Winter Legion.
Generational slaves, long languishing the mercy of corrupt masters. Stripped of identity, dignity, domain, with the first strains of decay. The shadows corrode. Once first a piece of burden, now a reckoning false. Strength of faith and pain of relics forever lost. Watches of oppression affecting nature's course. Ripe with the taste of victory, but at what cost? Not before long, set about to build on their accomplishments. Living life, gloating and decadent. How quickly they forgot their bloody path to freedom. A mutation of ideals ensued, and the promise of light rapidly extinguished. It became the end of glory, and the beginning of the end to all. Mankind! And once precipice of burning, now one desperate force. Strength of pain and pain of relics forever lost. Watches of oppression affecting nature's course. Right with the taste of victory, but at what cost? Why? How could ignorance so soon prevail? Last gasp of finality. The last gasp of finality. Now sway the leaves of the darkest night, and whisper sweetly to no one's heart nothing. In an ocean of dominion storm, the loud's great promising souls are laid waste. Pray for them. Cherish not was that time of light, and so lost forevermore. To suffer the depths of despair. fury, lead the blind. More than ever, keep a close, watchful eye. For the dark side of human endeavor, what an instant change forever can be. Something worthwhile and which endless can never regain. In our essence, the wax and weight of purpose often confounds.
All rights reserved. Frank Beasley, Alive on the Fly Studios. Written, arranged, and produced by us motherfuckers.
For those who squander the gift of light. Pray not for those who squander the gift of light.
What? Excessive force, let me tell you. Fully, utterly excessive force. We're going to give that a little freezy freeze. See if we can get, let's just keep that rolling for the posterity of the show. Holy Christmas. Now, as we hurtle towards Halloween, September is always looked at as kind of the, oh, fuck you, you're a shitbag of a month. How dare you fucking require me to go back to school? This is no time or place for me to, summer is still going on. We've got 30 days more. Okay, 22, but really, it's going to be great. No, it's really, according to the law of averages. See if we can freak it out. This is too rad. It's too freaking much. Too much. The layout here is still a complete fiasco. But we got Kalos. We got him hanging out. He's in the control booth over there. He's down the Brooklyn freaking Boulevard on an IP address on a secret server. Throwing it down for you wonderful kitties. You little kitty cats all going back to school. Finding out that you may be too cool for school or not quite cool enough for school. Remember, it's just a matter of opinion. Don't ever care what they think. I certainly haven't, and look where it's gotten me. In a dark corridor somewhere in Brooklyn, trying to produce a show. Having all kinds of fun. But what I just recently found was a Trevor Trove. Hey, Trevor!
Hey, I thought we fired Trevor.
Oh, we did, but we have a new Trevor. Remember the Trevor Cove?
Oh, that makes sense. Very good. All right, mate. Let's see what you got.
Well, what we got is about 150 live recordings from all over Hollywood. Your band may be part of it. One of your super famous bands to like a really brand new indie band that just showed up as an opener on a big show. Unknown Magic, Super Sauce, supergroups. One of the things we'll be touching on in one of the various awesome corners of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. Well, this is a show dimension called Were You There? I mean, were you? It's very possible you were. So if I was there. So if I was there, then where were you?
Hey, it's we're getting it here. And I thought you had my voice dry. I like a nice dry voice, just very clean, mate. It's got to be a bit wonky, you know. It can't be too bright, it's got to be a bit hoofy. If it's not hoofy enough, they won't be able to hear every articulate bit of notation out of my blithering wisp.
Cool, Daddy-o, cool. Whatever you want, that's the universe. Dictated to by the multiverse, and I wonder who dictates to the multiverse. I wonder what kind of energy schema they have going on out there. Well, beyond our comprehension. But if that's you guys heading back to school, wondering what you're gonna wear, wondering who you're gonna meet, wondering where you're gonna find in space and time, wondering if your teacher's gonna be cool, wondering if, well, this particular organization can get no more of my attention. Turn the ringers off. Well, I'm feeling a little mellowness in the background, so I'm here in about 12 seconds. So, one of the things about going back to school that I always liked was obviously the girls. Oh my goodness, everybody's doing their magic. They're trying to be whoever they think they're gonna be. Everybody's trying to work on something. As a wee little boy, I always enjoyed the fall elements. New love, falling in love again, falling in love with somebody new, falling in love with somebody old, and wondering what the hell you're doing. That seems to be at a wonderful level. Now, young love, young lust, fresh love is in the air. Makes me think about typo negative. Makes me think about October Rust. My girlfriend's girlfriend was a woman named Sherry DeGuez. And I'm making up that last name because screw you people, you have the internet. Get the fuck out of here, you bunch of wankers. God. But I will never forget how inexperienced, not qualified, and thoroughly enamored I was by all the lovely experiences I've had sexually in my life. But my God, if you're out there in your first or second year of college, go for it. As they say, go for it. Get some, go again. You guys need to procreate, make some badass babies. We need babies. The government corporations need babies. Let me eat the baby. Don't eat the baby. I don't want to name which franchise, but a certain world of Wayne spawned one of the most awesome government characters. I'm a CIA agent sexually operating all around like 007. Come on, man. Let me eat the baby. Let me eat the baby. Let me eat the baby. Baby! Oh, it feels good to say that. Let me eat the baby! Can you imagine if somebody came up to you and said that to you? You would shit your pants. I watched a lion almost eat a baby. That is the one, the only. That is the tour extraordinaire is out there doing something for one of your tours. Crown Cannabis, a proud sponsor. Crown Cannabis. If you need any accessories for any of your devices, any of your do-gooders, we've got everything you need in one-stop fail-safe shop. Crown Cannabis, making awesome stuff for you! Crown Cannabis, rolling paper, vape, and 7th oil accessories. Vape and 710 oil accessories. Supposedly we're the best on earth. Oh, my man. We're going to save that little nuance for when we wrap up this little. We need more piano. I'm going to write some piano parts. Now, you may want to comment, oh my god, you guys are so terrible! These are all demos, man. These are like when you throw a CDR, you hit record on a Pro Tools rig, and some kind of gem is left for you in a file so you can later on in life revert back to that file and find yourself going, holy crap, I'm glad I went to school and met all those chicks and found myself really wanting to be at the front end of this gosh darn survey and not just standing there with my hands in my pockets wondering what's going on. Please, by all means, excuse me for a moment while I have an enjoyable, sweet cup of Colombian coffee. Oh, scheisse. Oh, that's delightful.
What do you think about that? You want to thank me for that?
Oh, yeah, man. Jeez Louise. Thanks for the magic muffins. And here's some heavy metal for you, universe. Universal Soldier. Up, we crash the beast. It's done being a machine. So, welcome back to school. It's the first week of fall, September 29th, 2019. It is currently 11:52 a.m. I believe it's 8. It's 3 hours earlier on the West Coast. I believe it's 9 a.m. if basic mathematics occur. But you guys, I wouldn't be able to produce any of this nonsense if it wasn't for the lasting epicness of the hearts and minds of every human being. I'm going to jump over to the logo for a second. Boom. This is a Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power production. The HMHHOP, the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power, is brought to you in part by, well, my big, loud, flapping gape. I have an ocular oral cavity that can... I really should be hit with a brick. It's been said, somebody once said to me not too long ago, I was like 53rd and 3rd. This big dude, man, he was just littering his ass off. And I have a big dumb mouth, and I'm like, hey, why don't you pick that up? And I was like, oh wait, his car is leaning to this side because he is so big. He's so freaking big that the bloody car was leaning to one side. So when he got out of the car, I was like, oh man, I am so glad I can outrun this guy. So I just started running, I satellite him, and I wore him out. And he was so mad. I mean, it was David and Goliath, if ever, man. It was total comedy. And one of our employees was like watching this all go down. I mean, it's really not my place, and this is the city, so no, if you're up the block here, down the block, pick it up after the guy leaves, because he could have just opened fire with like a MAC-10 out of the vehicle. I would have really had to dance, probably take a few for the team, bleed out on 53rd and 3rd. It's right, oh, man. I want a jambalaya, dog. Give me a jambalaya. There's a papaya dog right there, and I'm just dying for. I read it first as like jambalaya dog. I just saw the word jambalaya on a hot dog, and I said yes, please. And I was like, oh, that's papaya. Oh man, that guy would have killed me. I would have been dead. But it was sweet love in the fall times. Compiling these songs, trying to get a handle on life, trying to get a handle on academia, trying to get a handle on the equipment, really trying to get a handle on human beings. No wonder so many cults exist. No wonder that religion is the opiate for the masses. And no wonder science is still questionable at best. I don't know if the earth is flat. All right, we're going to stop there. Promote science, guys. Go to a science conference. Go to Comic-Con. When you're done going to Comic-Con, hang out with your fall-found girlfriend at your high school and discuss some basic mathematics. Discuss what it's like to be full of shiza as a Christmas turkey, as my mother would say. Hey, you knew the job was dangerous when you took it. I always thought that was the best line. You can't argue with that. This loop has got to go. Goodbye. Look at the dog. So, as your young, lustful fall eyes find yourself in Los Angeles running around, collecting ideas and opinions and meeting Nihonjin desu. And, finding girls and bandmates that you would never meet anywhere on Earth, and then getting out here to New York, where I didn't think New Yorkers could be any different. Us New Yorkers are a special breed. When you move to New York, all those years of high school and college, all those years in Los Angeles for me. I'm like, I'll do 10 years in Los Angeles. That'll make me prepared for New York. They also blew up the Twin Towers right before our very eyes. I was there August 23rd, 2001, looking up at the Twin Towers with Aaron Von Sickle. Rest in peace, you son of a bitch. You are a hell of a man. I think you still owe me about $5,600. We were supposed to roll that over into Bitcoin. Remember, you would have been alive and we'd both be rich. Mental note, don't rip your friends off. Hence, fall, love, romance, listening to Typo Negative, having a good old time waxing poetic with your brothers and sisters out there in heavy metal happy hour of Bowerland. I'm going to listen to the last half of the show just loud. I hope you guys can hear the room size. For once, I'm not inside of a closet. All of my control rooms outside of professional studios have been 10 by 10 or smaller rooms, which means you have about as much space. When you fart, you clear the entire studio. You erase the tape, and you have to the tape has to be performed again, if not twice. Just once to clear the room, and the next time to make the room presentable and performable. No, it's a very disciplined thing. If you find, all right, let's get into the library here. We pulled a bunch of songs. We're just gonna jump right in here and see. Actually, I'm gonna get to this and what up? Man, Superman got loose. There is all kinds of gems. Now, this is a secret stash of pre-production demos that should have never ever seen the light of day. I'm talking at no point. But you know what? These are live takes. These are all instrument players in position. These are usually within the first week of jamming together or a song coming to light, which means I had some lyrics or a guitar part and drum part that then got handed to a guitar player that just took it and ran with it.
Thank God for...
I mean, come on, you can't mess with that. I got orchestral hits, man.
Let's get real low.
We are the ones. You are the twos. You are the ones.
I was going to use a cup of coffee to turn the delay on. Sorry, I've got to get all the controls within reach. There's too many knobs and...
Shut up, man. That's my voice. The knobs and twiddly bits. You're a terrible engineer. Accepted. Terrible engineer.
Hey, man, you fired Trevor, and Trevor number 2 is just a bot that runs scripts so the show doesn't completely crash, because if I actually had to use all 16 computers to goddamn make this show go, I would probably give up a long time ago. So we're just going to jump. This is 4 minutes and 12 seconds of surprise. Oh, brilliant. This is actually amazing. So in August of 2001, I had a Nanover plugged into this 1202 through the aux correctly using an aux cable. And I had an NT1 Rode, which is still a room mic, on the drum kit. And I should name this Rain Song because that's what it is. And it's getting a little digital daisy. Little digi daisy there. Anything, please, yes. This is the first time I discovered that recording audio is like a conversation with a woman. It's only as transparent as your intention. I then discovered this at the Troubadour in Hollywood, California, where bands would come in with the most ill content for a sound guy you could ever have. And I mean, I'm a very nice guy, but I learned very, very quickly how to handle this. Like the thunder in the background that is muffled because, well, the mic wasn't gained up enough, and that thunder is miles, if not thousands of feet away, so it's pretty astonishing, the transparency of it. I love the old analog hiss. This is recorded directly to a CDR, then Cakewalk Pro Audio 9. That's when we were all using propeller head like Rebirth. It was like Fruity Loops was just an email campaign. It was brand new. Now, if you've ever been in one of my studios, you know it was our studio. You know it was the rock and roll church minus the harshness of religion. What the hell was that? Oh, you can hear... gotta. Here in New York, there is always construction. It is infeasible that the city is not constantly a hustling and bustling entity. Listen, those are switches. Those are these stupid Mackie switches they were dirty when I bought them. They're dirtier now. Filthy, I tell you. Oh, I'm digging the encoder errors. We are gonna bounce in about a minute. We've got about 30 seconds left on this. We're just gonna bounce right over. I'm gonna lower this because this is going to be a fiasco. Wow. There's the drums from 1999. Ah, 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 ah. So, dung, 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 boom. You can hear the old DM Pro toms that would have been the mastered, basically like a mastered kick pitched up and turned into a tom. And then a little bit of that like O1V, the Yamaha Verb. It's like just a, Jesus, like 200 milliseconds of room width. This is going to be embarrassing, but let's let it ride. I was probably 18 years old. Get it, boy! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, we're getting some glitchy blops. Encoder errors. So these are some of those. These files are coming from CDR, and you cannot be upset. We're proofing them live. We're proving them live with you on the air. I mean, this is so professional, it's not even funny. We're going to jump back into the media library. We're going to jump back to the logo, and we're going to jump back to you in a second. Just call the show, like, from my head as if,
Hey, man, that's actually a great idea. Then I won't have to do anything.
oh, come on, universe. You barely as it is. Well, I guess you do pack bowls and keep the place clean, and, well, you feed the cats, and you allow me to have cats. Cats are super cool. We've got 4 kitty cats. Nico Divanov and Kitty is from Los Angeles, November 15th, 2002. Computer, the gray kitty cat, he came from Mayaca, way out there in Florida, way out in the middle of nowhere. Somebody threw him out of a moving car. She was left in a basket at Amoeba Records on Sunset Boulevard. You know that Amoeba Records. That Amoeba Records is one of the most amazing places on earth. Say it to Karen. Go in there and spend $5 and come out a happy camper. 2, computer pooter. He's a big, sweet kitty cat, male kitty cat, happy kitty cat. He jumped into the Silver Explorer when I said, hey, you want to come home? He said, yes, I would love to do that. That would be super, super, super duper cool. And then that leads us to the Brooklyn kitties here. Our little bodega kitty. Number 1 is baby kitty cat. She is the most amazing Sylvester kitty cat. She is a black and white kitty cat. And she is the queen of the universe. Without question, she is the queen of the universe. And her little baby sister, which is Ember, which is with my ex-wife. Oh, hi, Ember. Her baby sister is technically number 5, who is her tiger stripe pickle, because she's a little bangle and she looks like she has a pickle printed on her back. She is adorable. So anyway, back to summer love, falling into fall breeze. Folly breeze makes me feel fine, blowing with the jasmine in my mind. I love the little light shining in the window. Lets me know everything's all right. Let's get up here to the top of this list. There's really no guessing where we are. I'm going to probably play you guys some Revolvers as background. Oh, there it is again, your favorite track, The Rain. We're going to do something together. It's called a mantra. Om, O-M, O-H-M for me. So, S-H-O, hum, Om, so, hum, H-U-M. Om, so, hum. Om, so, hum. Now do that 1,000 times. It works. It needs to happen for me more often. Meditation is awesome. When in doubt, It's never medicate when you can meditate. Why not meditate when you can medicate? That is a very key thing. The T and the C are the only difference in those words. Try breathing, guys. It really works. One deep breath can save you from really screwing up. Oh, I'm very excited about these tracks. Oh, okay, I get it. I'm in the wrong file. Boom. Oh, there's just too... Whoa, there's too much. Look at all those... Oh, here we go. Slam. All right. I was going to save this for later. If you guys are in any way available to a .com, access to a device that can get you to the internet, go to thefutureprocess.com and check out this band. This is an oldie and a goodie, and it's going to give me a minute to stop flapping my mouth. Cue it again. Congratulations on the new record, guys. This is an oldie and a goodie. Now remember, this producer made this by the skin of their teeth. It's one man, one woman, one family mastering the plan. This is the Future Process. Well, there you go. It's another a moment brought to you by Binary Code and Voltage. Oh, did you even prove any of these tracks prior to doing the show? No, we did not. I'm actually curious as to what's happening to the import process because you like I want to hear something that you enjoy without having to spend any money, time, or soul. God forbid. So we're going to jump back over here. That was an epic cue. Quite legendary. All right, so that's out. Oh, here's some good metal for you. All right, we'll try this again. It's 48 minutes into the hour. It's a little bit after 12:26. 9:26 West Coast Standard Time. If you're somewhere getting ready to go surfing, make sure you don't get eaten by a shark. That's my advice to you.
Should
Well, you don't have to worry about getting a copyright strike when your freaking bandmates are attacking you with axes. You are fired, 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 fire the engineer. Well, anyway, that's the future process. That's just a little snippet. And we'd love... Oh, there you go. That could be why. Maybe we should stop messing around with the feed. Because let me tell you, it's a wonder we could even get this thing up. It's a very amazing feat. I mean, it really is ridiculous. It drives most people far off the edge. I am a freaking wizard of my craft, and I can barely keep up with you kids with your little super brains. Tiny. They're like the size of a cantaloupe. Oh, walking around with multiple freaking smartphones. There's a GoPro. There's an entire GoPro. Like, hey, look, it's me and my GoPro, but this is my GoPro buddy, and this is my rear GoPro. And look, I have a satellite drone orbiting my Titan space.
Dude, that was awesome. I almost got goosebumps. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's always a feat. All right, so we're going to drop the logo in. Cruise over here, go to the media library, and we're going to see if we can somehow build a music player that doesn't fail. That is actually kind of sad. Well, if somebody wants to add vocals, you're more than welcome to. If not, I'm going to do it, because I'm tired of your copyright strikes. You'll soon all the dark and the light. You are anything but the ultra violence in me. Ultra violence, you me, running it all.
Feel the darkness war. Feel the light. Feel soul. Into the devils are dying. The ones who will give me the light in your own. Wow, where will you win? Where will you have the same? What's it? You couldn't be the
Find me where you are during the line. I could have in your heart. I could have thrown it out with the hand in my fist. We would go, you'd be away. Oh, the feel, ball. The Bulgarian persuasion. Oh, the other guitar player. If I could just get he and Carlos on the same continent. Yes, you heard it here. If I could get he and Carlos on the same continent, God, that would be all right. That would be not bad at all. We could totally make some awesome records that aren't complete freaking fiascos. I mean, they'll be total fiascos, but not intentional. Uh-oh! Bombs over Baghdad! No other time. We're gonna wrap up the show with this epic track. Bombs over Baghdad. We were currently bombing Baghdad with big-ass motherfucking bombs. I'm not even kidding you. A Scud missile, an SCUD, look it up. I'm not gonna give you that acronym. Man, it is it. It's like 14 school buses hurtling at your nation. Times whatever. And Bombs over Baghdad here is 6 channels of drums. 4 channels of guitars, and a couple of bass, some pianos.
Let's go! Mom's over back there. Mom's over back there. Mom's over back there. Bring up your dime while you turn on your TV. Happiness is easy. One gun in your mouth. Same of your skill. Get those body out.
Globalism, fascism, imperialism, Nazism, it's socialism.
It's all the same.
Imperial, global,
We're all black suits, colors. Wash the blood off my face. Black suits, colors. Wash the blood off my face.
That film, pun intended, is never going.
Let's go!
Well, thank you for joining me on another epic adventure of the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power, featuring scratch vocals to negate, well, I think the entire show is going to become some kind of variation of Heavy Metal Happy Hour karaoke featuring drunken stoner antics. Just kidding, we're not allowed to do that anymore. They keep us on a short leash, supposedly. But really, this show is to get you laughing, to get you up and dancing, to get you moving and grooving, to get you finding the things that you don't think you could find normally. To see what your voice sounds like.
With an epic
Alright, but seriously, we're gonna roll you out with one more, and we're gonna get out of here. Mom. Oh, moms again! Oh, moms again. Alright, G-Money. And the Abrams tank. Listen to them. Oh, they're so glorious. Two of the most amazing women I've ever gotten to be in the same band with. I think we are, our data be damned. Let's jump into this because I am blown out.
The Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power is brought to you in part by awesome stuff. Be sure to get out in the yard and do something good for the world. It's your turn. Let's tune in, turn on, and get off. Tune in, turn on, and get off.
I'm Frank Freak of Nature, and this is the Heavy Metal Happy Hour of Power. I'd humbly like to thank you for joining us as usual. Episode number 4, this is a wrap. You got anything to say? Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.